Radio. Shout it.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your folk Behind Radio shouting. Right now, as we speak, I got an A-Town player, an A-Town legend, one of them boys that crunk up that crunk scene in this thing. J-Boy, the YoungBloodz. What's good with it, boss?
Man, what's good, bro?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. And J-Bo, appreciate you stepping off in this thing with me today, boss.
Anytime. It was long overdue.
Exactly.
Long overdue.
Now, I mean, J-Bo, you know, before we go into the convo, I got to just start off with the early beginnings of the YoungBloodz and just J-Bo himself. What was that point in which you realized that you had a love for the music and that this was something that you really wanted to do?
Interesting. Well, first, let's go way back.
Come on now.
I think, I know since I was a kid. You know, of course, I'm from the South. You know, your mom playing music. You only had a selective ways to hear music. And you know, Al Green and all this stuff. And as I got older, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, you know, just going way back to LL Cool J. And then when I got to a certain age, I just fell in love with it even more. My first thing was DJing.
Okay.
That was like big back in the day. Before really rap was just big. It was all about that DJ and that rapper. And DJ break records.
Exactly.
So it was real big. I remember saving up money to invest in like some techniques, which was like $1,500 back then. You know, you 13, 14, you know, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So long story short, you know, me and Sean went to the same school, hung around the same dudes, and I was actually in the group with somebody else. And me and him was just hanging out, Sean Paul, a lot.
Yeah.
And it was just, I think it was just God, man, and we just end up becoming a group because he was solo.
Yeah.
Sean Paul was called Tonto, by the way, when he was Tonto.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago, and I think, you know, at that point in high school, and we got closer, and you know, we didn't even know that we were going to be legends of Atlanta.
Come on, man.
Part of hip hop culture, you know, started. So we didn't know, bro.
So now, which one came first, the YoungBloodz or the Attic Crew?
It was me and Sean was a group already.
Yeah,
we was together. The Attic Crew, that was like after.
Okay.
So my homie Floaty, shout out to Floaty.
What up, though, Float?
His mom had this townhouse. In 105, and him and Pretty, shout out to Pretty Ken.
What up, though, Ken?
And I remember Keith, Sean Paul and Ken cousin.
Yes, sir.
Took us over there. And we stayed there for a while, and just really, bro, it just happened.
Okay.
A bunch of us just came together and created something
magical in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
When that Shake 'Em Off hit, and I mean, y'all had to dance. Because, see, that's one of those things that launches those careers, especially out of Atlanta. If you ain't got to dance to go with your song, then you might well go to hell, okay?
Right.
Y'all came with that Shake 'Em Off. Everybody in the club shaking them off and the song going crazy, and automatically it was like y'all kind of bust on the scene like we in here.
Yeah, it's crazy because the dance, it was organic, man.
Yeah.
We didn't try to do it. It was just us just having a good time, you know, and that's how that became. And just like the A-Town Stump.
Yeah.
You know, that was just organic. You know, one of my homies, Blowhead, he actually came up with the little dance.
What?
And Sean Paul finessed it.
Ooh.
And turned it, you know, into something else.
Yeah.
And it was just something organic, man, just like us having fun as the Attic Crew, man, and the world saw it, and to this day, people are like, A-Town Stump for me. I'm like,
they just want you to stop all over the damn place.
For real, I forget about
the
dance because the song was so big.
And
then people say, A-Town Stump. I'm like, oh yeah, we did have the stomp with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, UA hit, man. That video was off the damn chain, too, for that visual. What was it like when y'all dropped that thing? And you know UA, that was just the Atlanta slang term, but we had never heard it in a song before.
That's crazy, because I remember, shout out to KP, Kawan Prather, too.
Yes, sir.
I remember we was somewhere, and that was, first of all, UA, like you said, that was really like an Atlanta thing. You say, like somebody going up for a dunk.
Exactly.
UA, somebody get hit, UA. And also, there was like an attic crew call. Like if something went down in the club, we all together. So I remember one day, KP, we was sitting in his office. He's like, I don't know where we was. He was like, hey man, y'all need to do a song to that what is that y'all be always saying? Ooh. And he said, y'all need to do a song. And we ended up doing a song to it.
What was it like shooting that video, man? Because that visual was off the damn chain too.
That was very, very fun.
Yeah.
And we tried to get Billy D because, you know, the whole Coke 45. You know, that was our thing back then, drinking Coke 45. And we actually tried to get the real Billy D. Mm-hmm. And he was going to be a part of it, but he was shooting a Star Wars movie back then. I don't know which Star Wars movie what it was, but and he couldn't be a part of it. So we had to get an actor. Yeah. You know, really. Yeah.
But then y'all boys turned back around and remixed it with a young Lil Wayne.
Right.
Talk to me about that remix, man, and how that thing came about.
A lot of people don't even know. So I remember being at the first Patchwork. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna say something. I didn't even remember this. We did something for Kurt. Shout out Kurt.
What up, though, Kurt?
And we did an interview for him, and we talked about that too.
Mm-hmm.
And Kurt kind of whispered and said, "You know, that was Lil Wayne's first feature he ever did was with y'all."
What?
I didn't even know it.
Oh my God!
So, but I remember the day we did the song too. So we in the back, and I remember Baby. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Baby and Wayne. I mean, Baby said, "Come here, Wayne." And he came back there. I think Wayne was 14, 15. And he said, "Rap." And Lil Wayne bust at this, I don't know how many verses.
Yeah.
He just kept rapping. He said, "Keep going." And then we was like, all right. And he went in the booth and laid a verse. But the craziest thing is what he said in the verse. I get them things out the attic, time to polish them down. It's about to get it cracking. So I'm like, that boy cold. Why is he paying attention?
Yeah.
So it was crazy. I didn't even know that was his first feature he ever did.